speed, power, and complex learning abilities. These behaviors keep our whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations all over the world, and we are excited to share their story with you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of that and more. These behaviors contribute to an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Today, we'll see the whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors strengthen social bonds and enable them to problem solve as a group. Working together as a team makes them the ocean's top predator. Scientifically known as Orca, commonly referred to as killer whales. Here at SeaWorld, we like to call them Katina, Nalani, Malia, Trua, and Makaio, our killer whale family. Makaio is the youngest whale at just 13 years old, and the oldest is Makaio's mother, Katina, who this summer is celebrating her 48th birthday. Katina is also the matriarch, or the leader of our pod. Now here at SeaWorld, our training techniques create a language between us and the whales. It's a language of learning through positive reinforcement, encouragement, commitment, and care. Through these techniques and our relationships, the whales learn to trust us. They even learn to take an active role in their very own health and well-being. Now, we train a variety of types of behavior here at SeaWorld, not only exercise or play behaviors like you saw in the open of the show, but also things like husbandry or healthcare behaviors. We also spend a lot of time on what we call relationship building behaviors. Now, all of our training is based on positive reinforcement. As I explained, we ask the animals to do these behaviors. It is their choice to do the behavior or not. Now, when they choose to do the behavior correctly, we bring a lot of different types of reward and reinforcement to that correct behavior. So again, we ask the animals to do the behavior, they do the correct behavior, and then we bring a lot of reinforcement and reward and attention to that correct behavior. Now, as important as our training techniques are the relationships that we build with the animals, and I talked a little bit about that. All of the trainers that you see here, not only at Orca Stadium, but across the park, at our Sea Lion and Otter Stadium, our Dolphin Stadium, our Penguin area, sharks, stingrays, we spend a lot of one-on-one time building a relationship with the animals that we work with. Now, it may not be exactly the way you would use the term relationship, but what it means to us as animal trainers is that we ask the animals to do these behaviors. We spend the time working one-on-one, building up that trust and that relationship with the animal, and that is what allows us to do what we do with these amazing animals in a safe, positive learning environment. So when I talk about relationship behaviors, it's the behaviors that you see when the trainers are really giving into the animals, giving those back rubs or those pectoral flipper rubs or those tail fluke rubs. Spending that time with the animals, bringing positive attention to them is a huge part of what we do. Now here at Orca Stadium, we have 5 killer whales in our killer whale family. I did mention Katina, who is the leader of our killer whale family. She is the killer whale that started it all way back in 1985 when she gave birth to the very first killer whale born under the care of man. Now we also have 2 other females. One of Katina's female calves is Nalani. She is 18 years old. Malia is also 18 years old. Trua, who will be 19 very soon. And then of course Makaio, who is 13. He's the youngest. Now, all 4 of those animals were born right here at SeaWorld Orlando, and we have been working with them for a very long time on the training techniques with those behaviors, building up that relationship. And of course we use fish when we reward or reinforce the animals, but we use a variety of types of reward or reinforcement, like toys, like ice cubes, like jello, like back rubs. Always coming up with new ways to reward or reinforce the animals is one of the most creative parts of our job. Now, you met all 3 of our female killer whales in the opening of the show. In this next segment, we were asking the 2 male killer whales to make their way out to the front pool area right here. And as you can see, especially for our guests on this side of the stadium, you may have noticed that doorway there open up. We asked the whales to join us in the front pool area. They weren't quite ready, so as you can see, that doorway closed. Again, we ask the animals to do these behaviors, and it's their choice or not. Believe me when I say, folks, there is absolutely nothing we can do to make a 5 to 8 to 10 or 12,000 pound killer whale do something that they are not willing to do on their own. So as you can see, all of the trainers kind of remove themselves from the environment by not bringing any attention to that incorrect behavior. We see that behavior dissipate. We see those incorrect behaviors, or what we call undesirable behaviors, become less and less. Again, focusing on the positive. Focusing on the correct behavior, bringing a lot of reward and reinforcement to the animals when they are correct. So it looks like all the trainers have removed themselves from the environment. In just a minute or two, one of those trainers, I'm sure, is going to give me the update, and then I will let you guys know what our next step is going to be. Now, you can't see the entire facility. It's behind that facade there, but we have 7 different pools here at Orca Stadium, all connected by those doorways right there. And it contains about 7 million gallons of ice-cold, man-made salt water. Yes, it's very chilly. Get ready. Hopefully we're going to get to the soak zone and the splash segment of our show, and you guys will see exactly how cold that water is. And this is Adam, everybody. Adam, are you coming to give me an update? Okay, Adam has a little update. Okay, so as I was explaining earlier, this facility contains about 7 million gallons of water, all connected by those doorways right there. So it gives us the ability to change up the environment, just like we change up the behaviors that we ask the animals for, just like we change up the type of reward or reinforcement that we use. We also have the ability to change up the environment. Sometimes the groups together, sometimes it's males on one side and females on the other, always with that ability to kind of change things up. Now, Adam's little update was that we're going to go on, we're going to ask the boys for that same behavior again. We gave them a minute. As you can see, all the trainers remove themselves from the environment for just a minute. And what we're looking for is that doorway to open. Adam is going to give that tap right there. I think we're going to be ready with finale music upstairs. Amanda? We're going to go on with the splash segment of the show, just so I can share with all these awesome folks just how cold this water is. All right, here comes the boys. Adam is marking that position. What do you guys say we celebrate the finale? Told you that water was cold. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed Orca Encounter. And we also hope that you learned a little bit